Hello everyone and welcome to my new island, Starberry. If you haven't been in my streams or been following along lately, you probably don't know what I'm doing. So I'm basically going to have 4 forever islands. I'll go through them in a separate video and explain why I'm doing it and what I'm doing and blah blah blah, all the stuff in between. But forever island does mean that I won't be resetting my save file ever again. So yeah, but we'll go through that later because today is all about Starberry. Now we've finally hit 3 stars on my island and I think it's about time I started building because I'm itching to build. And now normally I do start with an entrance build, but today I'm going to be starting with resident services. I know. Who is she not doing the entrance first? Now before we do get started though, I'd love it if you could subscribe if you enjoy content just like this. We are inching closer and closer towards 30,000 and you subscribing will help me reach my goal. Now before we start the build, I just wanted to quickly show you my map. This is the current situation of it. You can see my villagers there. I don't think I'm going to keep any of these except Stella. There is a reason why I have 3 penguins. I'll go through that in a second. I feel like it's a whole story I need to go through, but yeah, I think I'm only going to keep Stella out of this lot, and then the rest of the villagers will be pink or red, which might give you a little indication of what we're getting up to today. So yeah, some of you may be thinking, the pink, the red, I know what she's getting up to. You're probably right. Now my resident services is quite a way away from my airport, which is quite nice. I've got loads of space to build and improvise and, you know, get a feel for what I want my island to be. Here is my custom codes that I'm using for the island. Now, if this doesn't give it away, I don't know what does. By the way, you can find all my custom codes on my Pinterest. I'll have my Pinterest linked down below. So like I said earlier, we are going to be doing the area around resident services first. I wanted this to be the main sort of section that we worked on today, just because I don't know. I don't know. I feel inspired to do this build today rather than the entrance. I think I'm not going to make too much of a big deal out of the entrance. That's probably why I decided to start here. Does it really matter? As long as we're making a start on the island. Now, while I am putting down some custom codes, I'm going to go through a little bit of the story of this island. So originally, I was going to start this island like I did with Sunflora and just have a new series where we go from beginning to the end. But I thought to myself, you know what? I am so done with doing the 3 stars and getting to 3 stars. I've done it a lot. I have. So I wanted to speed through it. So we did some of it on a live stream, to over 2 streams in fact. We even did a small little villager hunt where I was looking for penguin villagers. I don't think we found any. Oh, we found 1 penguin. I think we found Sprinkle and I took Sprinkle for our Peppy villager. And then the other 2 I just got from like scanning amiibos or Treasure Island. I can't remember what I did, but I got those anyway. And then I was like, okay, this island is going to be a fairy core forest core island and I want to start by making it in season. So I was going to do it as a winter/Christmas seasoned island, have the illuminated trees and reindeers and snowflakes, have the frozen furniture and make it feel really whimsical forest core fairy core. And now I set my game in snow so that I could look for custom codes, and honestly I was not vibing with it. I wasn't. I was trying my best to find, you know, something that would stick with me in my brain. I'd be like, yeah, I'm so excited to build this, and it didn't stick. I was like, okay, if it's not sticking already, don't do it. Don't do the theme that's not already sticking in your head. Yes, I'm going to be changing this island up in the future, but before I run off in a tangent about that, we should talk about what this island is going to be. So if the codes didn't already give it away, yes, I'm doing a cute little Valentine's inspired town. And though I say inspired because I'm not aiming to have this completely finished by Valentine's Day. Amazing if it is. Beautiful, amazing. I'd love that because then I can give you guys a dream address to visit. But what I plan to do is build what I feel like building right now, which is a very pink, a very red little town that I plan to build with a few little more natural spots, but mainly a town core island, I think is what I'm going to go for. No fake buildings. We probably won't do any big fake building type things. We'll probably use the medieval walls and castle walls and things like that, but what I plan to do is make a cute little pink town, and then when I get bored with the pink and the red, which I might do, or closer towards summer if I feel like changing it up a little bit, I'll go for some different colors. Yep, maybe we'll go for yellow and orange and make everything look a bit more boho looking, and I think that'd be really cute. So that's what I plan to do with my islands. I'm going to be changing all my islands up whenever I feel, hence why I'm never resetting them ever again. I think it's a very refreshing, more exciting way for me to play. I feel like building by doing it this way. Before I felt I'd get to halfway through the island and I was just like, oh, I'm only going to reset it soon anyway, I might as well just do it now. But with this, I'm like, no, You're keeping this island forever. You want to decorate it. You're excited to decorate it. Therefore, decorate it. And I am. I'm excited to do the homes. I'm excited to choose my villagers. By the way, for villagers, give me some suggestions down below. We need cute red and pink villagers. I nearly said purple. I'm not after purple villagers, just pink and red. I mean, ideally, I'd like one of each personality type, but I think the cranky is going to be hard because I think the only pink and red villagers are Octavian and Vladimir, and I don't particularly want them. I don't think. I'm not too sure. At the moment, I don't want them. I can't think of any more cranky villagers that are pink or red. So they're the only ones in my head that I can think of. But yeah, so welcome to an early Valentine's inspired, because that's what I'm going to say. Actually, we're going to call it cutesy. This is my cutesy pink and red island that's kind of Valentine's inspired, yes. But yeah, like I said, all these codes will be found in my Pinterest board if you're interested in using them. Find my Pinterest board, a link down below. I used to put the codes in the description of the video, but since I know I'm going to be constantly changing this theme up, I don't want to have to keep making sure that I've changed the codes in the description, or someone wants a previous code and it's no longer there. So I'm just not going to do that. I think it's easier for me to just stick it all on Pinterest. If it's on Pinterest, it's on Pinterest. There it is. I think I'm at the point now though where I've done enough yapping for the moment. We are now going to be talking about the build we're doing today. So yes, we are doing a town core island, which means I do need a road. I love a road code. It's one of my favorite things to have on my island. I cannot resist. If you've got a road, I'm sold. I think I'm going to do roads on probably 2 of the islands. So Sockington, I don't know if that really counts. Maybe the Kid Core Island and this one will be the only ones with roads. I'm going to try and turn my island Sunflora into more of a natural island now, so that I'm not doing similar islands. Otherwise, I feel like I definitely will be getting to the point where I'm like, nope, I don't want to do similar islands, and end up knocking it down and doing it again anyway. So I'm going to try and do a more natural island on Sunflora. And then of course, we're going to have the Kid Core Island, Sockington, and this one. There's a lot of code placing currently, but don't worry, we will get to the item placing very soon. But the code placing is just as important, that's why I left it in. I know some of you really like to watch how I'm placing down my codes, spacing wise, etc. So I have left that bit in. I do tend to leave that bit in anyway when I'm doing builds. I think it feels like so long since I've done a build. I did do a build on Sockington the other week, but it was kind of not a build, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I had a great time though. I think my next build video after this will be on Sockington, because I do want to carry on with that island. Please bear in mind I haven't got the other 2 islands up and running yet, but I will have them up and running as soon as possible. I really would love to do an entrance on my Kid Core Island and also make a start on Sunflora as well, because I'm very excited for both of those, and I'd like to get them not fully done obviously, but a little bit done on them, the entrance at least, and maybe the resident services area before the 3.0 update comes out on the 15th of January, which is what? Just over a month away now. I'm so excited for it. I'm so ready for it. Let me know what you're most excited for down below. I'm excited for so much. I think there's different parts of the 3.0 update that I'm excited for. The hotel, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it's just Happy Home Paradise but free. Yes, it is in a way, but that's not the bit I'm excited for with the hotel. Yes, we get that whole plethora of new stuff and new items, which I'm guessing we have to buy at the hotel, just like some of the items we had to buy from the HHP DLC, but you could also get them in your game. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm guessing it's going to just mix it up with the other items randomly in the shops and things. But that's not the bit I'm most excited for about the hotel. I'm so excited to have villagers stay there and walk around your island. I'm so excited to just be on my island, maybe doing my dailies on Sockington, and there'll just be another villager who's staying at the hotel. How exciting is that? I also can't wait to see how all the features work for the hotel. Like, am I going to be in full control of who stays and who doesn't? Do I get to choose when they leave and how long they stay there? Also, do the NPCs that stay at the hotel also wander around my island? Is Label finally going to move from resident services and walk around? These are all questions I'm very excited to have answers for. That's obviously just the tip of the iceberg. It is. And there's so much we're getting in this update, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. I can't stop thinking about it. Every day that we get a day closer, I'm even more excited. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm excited for about the hotel. By the way, this is a very chatty video. I hope you don't mind. Also, yes, I'm well aware that Lopez in the background has got a thought bubble. We'll talk to him a little bit when he catches up to us. We need to finish up on these codes. It's taken me a while to put these all down. Also, this bit I'm currently doing at the bottom here of the road, I will change that because I feel like it looks a little bit too much on the eyes. So we will be changing that a little bit later, but not yet. We need to do some decorating first. I do really love these coats though. They're very cute. Now I haven't popped any trees down yet, so it is time for trees. I have set my game during cherry blossom season, which if you didn't know is between the 1st and the 10th of April. If you looked at the calendar and you've looked at 2026, you'll know, unfortunately, Bunny Day falls on the 5th of April, which means from the 1st till the 5th, your cherry blossom trees will have eggs on. Not all of them, but they will have eggs on, and it is devastating, and I was so sad when I found that out. I was like, no way. So between the 6th and the 10th is when I have to set my game. Otherwise, I have to look at those weird eggs on my tree, and I'm so sad about it. So I have to live forever in 4 days. Well, I guess we have to do these things if we want those cute pink trees. Speaking of cute pink things, we have gone in with our medieval walls. I love these walls. I used them on previous Valentine's inspired islands. I like that they're pink and then they have the reddy colored roof. Perfect. It's the perfect color scheme. It's so much better than using the castle walls. I'm not sure if I will use castle walls on this island. It depends where my builds take me. I'm not planning the builds out too much. I'm just going to build them as and when I feel inspired to. And that's how I want to play Animal Crossing from now on. I have so many other games that I can build in right now. I'm really interested in doing builds for Disney Dreamlight Valley. I've actually started. I started doing a build in Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I'm going to try and finish that one on my own rather than record it and then show you what I've done, because it is one of the floating islands. I just wanted to experiment with items on that game because I never really feel like I got a chance to try and build on it, because I always went back to Animal Crossing, and so I'm trying to be a little bit different lately. I have branched out a little bit and I've been building on Dinkum, but I do want to add more building games to my channel, so let me know what you think. I was thinking of going for Minecraft, but I've never really been a Minecraft person, so it'd be a whole new thing to learn. So I don't know, let me know what you think. I would love to build on more games because that's just my favorite thing to do. Now we are adding some flowers, and as for flowers, which I just ran over, I forgot to tell you what they were. So we are using pink hyacinths and red hyacinths, pink mums and red mums, pink windflowers and red cosmos. I didn't want to use the pink cosmos because they were a bit too bright for my color scheme. And I really enjoyed the 2 tones of pink that you get on the windflower, so that's why I chose those. Now, my island, yes, is very pink and white with a bit of red here and there, so I thought we need another color that's going to go well with the color scheme, and so I've decided on brown. Also, this fountain was a must to go in the middle here, right in front of resident services. It looks so pretty. It kind of looks elegant almost. But yeah, I've decided on brown. Of course, we do have the green from the trees. So I will have the cedar trees, they'll be green, and the bushes are green. Oh, for bushes, I am using azaleas. Yes, I'm using azaleas. I had to try and remember that. But yes, I do think adding bits of a brown furniture in this build, it's just going to look so nice against the light colors. Now I have built a cute little flower stand here, so you can come here and buy your flower bouquets ready for Valentine's Day. And on the other side, we've just popped in a plaza balloon stand. You know, you're going to be able to buy some balloons as well. And now, would this be a me build without adding a cruiser bike? I do love bikes. You can guarantee there's going to be some sort of bike parking area on this island. Still hesitating if I want a train station or not. I might do, because train stations are very me. Another very me thing is having these cherry blossom petal piles. I love them. They're going to be everywhere. And now we're finally going to talk to Lopez. He's going to ask to leave, which is absolutely fine because it means we can get a new villager in. A lovely pink or red one. Leave your recommendations down below who would look cute on my island. But Lopez was my campsite villager. I have no feelings because I don't think I've had him before today. So yeah. Now, I wanted to add a little bit of more whimsicalness to this island, so I'm going to add some Nova lights. I'll probably use some more Nova lights and give a little bit of a cutesy vibe to this island. I just really like the Nova lights. Okay, if you haven't gathered already, this island is just basically going to be me building what I like. And that's what all 4 of those islands are going to be. I want them to be themed, but to how I like. So if it's not something that I would normally consider doing, oh well, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. If I'm like, oh, maybe that doesn't really go with my theme, tough. We've had this game for 6 years nearly now. I'm going to build however I like, whatever I like, and I feel like that's how everybody should do it as well now. If you don't want a theme, don't have a theme. If you want a theme, have a theme. Whatever you like, you know. We purchased this game or had this game purchased for us. We can do what we like and build what we like. who cares? That's what I say now. But right, these side bits here, this is the only bit I'm not sure of by the end of the build. I put down this really adorable pink decking and I like the decking. I just not sure what to stick on there. I think what I do end up sticking on there, I'm not going to keep. I just can't think of what to stick here. So I'm like, maybe you guys could give me some ideas. Maybe towards the end of the video, you could be like, oh, maybe this would work on one of the sides or this would work on another side. You know what we feel like we need? Is some hedging. We need a little bit of green, a little bit of lightness going on to break up all the beautiful pink. Like I said, love the pink, but you just need it sometimes. I still am unsure though. Like, I could keep this hedging. Maybe I could alternate it with a different fence. Maybe the simple fence or the park fence would look cute because I believe you can get both of those in pink. Or I might leave the simple fence for a neighborhood area. I do want to have a small neighborhood. I don't want to spread the houses out naturally like I have done on some of my previous Valentine's islands. I think I'll enjoy having a more structured neighborhood since this is going to be my town core island now. Originally, Sunflora was going to be my town core island and then that swapped back to being the natural island again. Either way, I just want all 4 of my islands to have a different vibe to them and a different feel. And that's hence why I've chosen 4 of my favorite themes, I guess. I guess I'm my favorite. I wouldn't say Forest Core is my favorite. Fairy Core is not my favorite, but I've never done them properly before. The only Fairy Core island I've done is a Kid Core Fairy Core island. But other than that, I've never really done Fairy Core and I've never done a Forest Core island before. So combining the both of them could be fun. We'll see how it comes out. You know, we might just make a normal natural island for Sunflora, who knows. Right, here we are back at the front in front of our fountain and we are changing some of these codes over to the grey. I also have 2 little holes there because we are going to pop down some trees. I have the large trees again. I was thinking of adding the stunted trees, but you know what? The large trees just give me that impact that I need. Now, I do have this path. I did try the pathway out before I officially committed to keeping it. And honestly, now when I'm putting it down, it's just not doing it for me. I think what I want to use it for is just not what it was designed for. So I think I'm going to have to change this code. We'll change it right now in this video though. It's just very boxy, very straight and very square. It's not me. So instead, we are going to download this code instead. There's a code on the screen if you'd like to use it as well. And it's more of a fairy core looking pathway. I think it'd be very cute. It definitely complements all the rest of the colors on my island. And again, if I decide to change it again, I can just change it. It's not a problem. It is saved on my Pinterest, and so will any future pathways that I decide to use on this island. So if you're watching this a year down the line and you're like, wait, where are all those codes? You go to my Pinterest. It should be in the Starberry Phase 1 folder. Yep, that's right. I've called it Phase 1 because I know what I'm like, and I'm probably going to change it to a more summery feel when we get closer to summer. Now, things I love to do around my island are drop things. Isabel hates it, but for this island, I'm going to drop some heart crystals because they look oh so beautiful, and also some roses. I may even pop some balloons and let the presents fall just to be scattered around the island. We'll see. We'll see. I have done that before on my previous Valentine's islands. Now, I really love these street lamps with banners. I also have these in the brown coloration that I will be experimenting with a little bit later in the video. But look, if you didn't know, when your bell chimes on the hour, your fountain does this really adorable little show for you, and it's so cute. Speaking of bells, I need to think of a tune. I need a town tune and I need a flag. I do have one spot at least clear. I think I have a couple of spots actually. A couple of spots clear of the custom code, so I can add a flag design. I don't know what to do. Don't know what's to think I do. I need something that screams Starberry. Maybe I should make a logo. Yeah, maybe that'd be really fun. Maybe if the series goes really, really well, we might make some merch. Yeah, how would you feel about that? How would you feel if I made merch for each of the islands, themed to the islands? I think that'd be really fun. I might do that. I am working on some other merch at the moment, so stay tuned. It's taken me a while just because I want to get it right. I'm very picky. I'm very picky with this type of merch, and you'll probably all know what it is. Let's just say without spoilers, I need to get it right. I need to get it right because it means a lot to me. So that's what I'm working on. Also, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's become members lately. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I appreciate you all so much. It means a lot to me. It really does. I do have another vlog coming out soon for all member tiers. It is going to be the Orlando vlog. I have edited it. I just need to make the thumbnail and upload it. I'm also editing the second one, and I just need to edit, I think, 1 more or 2 more. And I'm also going to try and do a Christmas vlog. So I'm going to try and get those out as soon as possible. And Also, I have some plans for the New Year's for members, which I'm hoping to be able to squeeze in a members live stream in the new year. I'm giving myself basically a new schedule to work with in the new year. This time of year is crazy to do that because with Christmas and everything coming up and seeing family and getting gifts and wrapping and just preparing for Christmas in general, it's a lot to do. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be kind to myself. I'm gonna give myself this new schedule in my brain to start with in the new year, and then hopefully I'll be at a point where I can share with you all a schedule, especially for live streaming, because I know so many of you ask me, when am I gonna live stream? And honestly, I wish I could stream more. I do. And I hope that in the future, next year, I'm going to aim for January, that I will be able to stream more. I will be streaming, by the way, before Christmas, so don't worry, we'll do a few streams before Christmas. So don't worry about that. I will let you know when I'm going to be doing those though. Hopefully we'll be doing one next week. Yes, next week or this week, whenever I'm posting this video. I think I'm going to post this video on a Sunday. Yes. But yes, anyway, back to the build. I keep going off on a different pathway and talking about other things. I'm a waffler, hence the waffle time. We are extending our little pink decking either side. Again, don't know why, because I had no idea what I was going to stick on here. Absolutely none whatsoever. I'm either going to get rid of it or just change it over. Maybe I'll end up with just one side of decking and maybe this left side will be something different. Maybe I could do like a small park walkway to the beach. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I even tried with this plant partition and this bench and it just wasn't doing it for me. I think the bench looks nice, but you know what bench will look better? The red plastic bench. But again, doesn't matter, because right now when I'm watching this back, I'm like, you're not going to keep that because you're going to have another idea. And hopefully one of you will also have another idea. Maybe it will be something that inspires a build that I end up doing. So yes, let me know your ideas for this area down below. I love to read them. I really dislike this huge gap that I've got at the front of this decking and that I'm covering it with grass, flowers. I'm covering it up. I don't like it. It's just too weird. So maybe, yeah, extending the decking forward a little bit to be closer to the beach by like 2 square lines down, and then just having this side decking and not the other side may look nicer. Maybe I could stick some plaza rides on there or something. I don't know, or maybe a cafe. Like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. I need help. Help my brain think of what to do. I'm still trying to make this area work. Look at me go. Bless her, she's trying her hardest. She's like, oh, maybe hedging, maybe extra benches, maybe extra dropped items. It's not doing it for you, no. But what we do need to do is push that phone box back. I love that red phone box. So bright and colorful and stands out so much on my island. I just like phone boxes. And post boxes and boxes. I like boxes. Oh, that's something I haven't used. I haven't used a barrel or a wooden box yet. I'm sure we'll find somewhere for those items to go. Also, don't know why I'm carrying on with the road and the pathway here. I don't know. I'm not planning to build that far over today. I could have just stopped at the edge of the hedging. I don't know why I carried on. Don't even know what I'm going to do over there. I think it leads to the entrance, so who knows when that will get done. I'll do it at some point because it needs to be done. It's the entrance. Right, let's add another red bench to try and help the situation that I don't like. Also, a garden wagon in the wrong color. I think it will look better in white. I did want it in brown, so we had some brown and there is a darker brown variation, but I think the flowers don't really match the vibe. So the flowers in the garden wagon don't match the vibe of my island, so can't use it really. I think the white looks nicer. Now I am changing our pink street lamps with banners over for the brown ones. They do stand out in front of the trees a lot more, so I really like it. And then I'm going to move the pink ones to either side of the entryway to resident services. I do have little hearts on those, and I'm hoping those will be the same hearts that I can use for the polishing effect once I unlock it in HHP to use in my house, so we get cute little floating hearts around my house because it would be adorable. Okay, so yeah, I think that's a good place to finish up for today. Let's have a little look around at what we've done. I am loving this already and I can't wait to keep this island forever. Obviously, if I feel like in the future I want to change the colors up, I can definitely do that. It's simple. You can just change over the custom codes. But for now, I'm living for this pink and red situation. I love the colors of Valentine's Day, so I love that I can just feel that all throughout the year, unless of course I want to change it. I like the addition of the browns as well, the brown colors, and also the green. The green helps separate all the pink as well. Otherwise it'll be completely pink, which is just too much pink. It's not what I'm going for. But yeah, I think the brown looks great. I love all the little hearts everywhere, and I think the Nova lights are a perfect fit. And we can also come down here. We got our little flower store, which I think is really sweet. I can't wait to maybe build a flower shop. Also, we we do have this area, which I don't know if I'm keeping this like this. We shall see. We shall see if I keep it like this. And then we have this little walkway that leads to the beach. When we get a chance to decorate the beaches, it is full of my houses at the moment, as you can see, and Nook's Cranny, which I might do Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters next. I don't know. I don't want to plan my builds. I just want to build them as and when I feel like it. Cat rudely pushed through what I was trying to get through, so thanks for that, cat. Same with this area, like the last area on the other side. I'm just not sure if I'm going to keep it like this. We'll see. You know, there's always time and room to change. And then over here we have a little plaza balloon wagon. Again, a cute little addition. Rather than me add another stall this side, I think adding the plaza balloon wagon definitely changes it up a little bit. But yeah, that is my first build on my island, Starberry. And there it is. We've finished today's build. I had a great time building. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my other two channels, Melissa vs. Tours, Melissa Unwind. I'll have them linked down below. Have the most wonderful of days, and I'll see you in my next build. Goodbye.